One of the most common complaints you'll hear me have about any live service multiplayer game is the dog shit communities that tend to come with them. Dead by Daylight has a community constantly at war with each other, sending death threats and harassing people because someone dared to play their fucking role and try to win the game, a crime no doubt worthy of Gitmo. The Apex community cares way too much about numbers on a screen. I swear every 5 seconds you'll see someone trying to flex their KD in a goddamn battle royale. Relax, Death Striker, Triple X 97. We know most of those came from third parties and ratting inside the ring. You aren't fooling anyone. The Overwatch community is probably the worst of them. Every goddamn bronze to plat player thinks they should be in GM if only their teammates would stop playing any hero except what they think should be played. What do you mean the Lone Mercy couldn't 1v5 the enemy team after you rushed in and died for free? She must be trash. But one community I've become absolutely fascinated with is the Valorant community, because I've never seen such a colorful cast of absolute fucking basket cases before I started playing this game. Like, other communities will have some goddamn nutters, but the Valorant community has them beat in every conceivable way. And I genuinely feel like they should be studied and turned into some sort of course in Psych 101. You have your bog standard array of racist, homophobe, misogynist array of parentless glue huffers, of course, but below that we step into a Looney Tune world of people. The E-daters. Now, I have no issue with people dating over the internet. There's almost 8 billion people in the world, and expecting your forever person to be in the same city as you seems just kind of silly. Hell, my current girlfriend lives in the UK, but there has got to be a limit, bro. Queuing into my 15th fucking pair of his Sage, her Jet is already annoying enough, but like a week ago, I came across a pair that was named his cum slut and her daddy. Like, come on, guys, we flew past cute and a tad annoying and entered a full-blown lecture on consent. And you can guarantee that there's always going to be this fake-ass, ooh, ooh, don't let him hurt me, daddy, kitten voice followed by some dude who's just turned 18, forcing his voice to try to sound like Josh Turner. Don't worry, kitten, I'll kill them all for you. Listen, lil bro, I'm sure you're trying your best to impress her, but it's only round 5 and you're somehow 4 and 15. Like, how did you even fucking do that? The 9-year-old. I don't want anyone to feel like their age should stop them from playing video games. Me and my buddy snuck his dad's copy of American Pie and watched it when we were like 10, so far be it from me to pretend like sex and violence rot your brain. I mean, look at me. I'm a 30-year-old stand-up comedian raging about video games on the internet. I turned out perfectly fine. Shut up, I did. But good Lord almighty, these kids are off their rockers. The slurs are one thing, but I hear kids who sound like they have a permanent diet of helium and old iDubbbz videos talking about how they would smash Sage and take her to Pound Town. Completely unhinged shit. And I don't have children, mostly because I can barely take care of myself day to day. Doubt I'd have it in me to take care of a little hellion who inherited my ADHD and depression. But if I did have my own mini-me, I sure as shit would not give them a mic, and I would also probably turn off their ability to see text and voice chats. The bottom frag bastards. Sir, it's the 12th round. You have 2 kills, 13 deaths, and you've been asking me to buy you a Vandal every round just so you can entry as fucking Sova and die instantly. I do not need you yelling at me through your $5 Wendy's mic from under the sea about how I should have played the game. Nor do we need you to tell us what we're going to do next round. Next round, you're going to die like you always do, and the rest of us are going to have to make chiropractor appointments from putting you on our back all fucking game. What makes this even more sad is I suck. Me, personally, the one talking to you in this video. I am ass. I'm bottom tier garbage. I am not the dirt beneath your shoe. I am the soil beneath the dirt beneath your shoe. I couldn't shoot my way out of a paper bag or hit a barn that was on fire with a heat-seeking rocket launcher that someone else was holding for me. So how in the hell are you doing worse than me? If I'm playing better than you, you have a lot to be ashamed of. Shut the fuck up. The goldfish. Here's the scenario. You and your merry band of misfits manage to pick off a solo omen on split B site. You plant the spike and the 5 of you spread out to hold angle. Suddenly, for literally no reason you nor any philosopher in all of history can think of, 1 to 2 of your teammates decide to start meandering around the map only to get picked off one by one. Your other 2 teammates decide they are going to follow suit since it worked out so well for the last 2 glue huffers, and they get picked off as well. Now you, a lone viper with your pants full of shit and your heart full of anxiety, with no more util, are left watching the spike and attempting to watch 4 different angles. You get collapsed upon and jump scared, whereupon the entire team flames you in voice chat. This exact thing happened to me 2 nights ago, and it's way too common of an occurrence. I know calling this game a tactical shooter, what with its Overwatch abilities and RNG bullet spread, is a stretch, but at the very least, you should know that once you control a site that the enemy team has to push onto to win the round, you should fucking stay there! I have ADHD and I swear I have more attention span than 90% of the player base. Bro, just stand still. We have spike planted. We have more people. We win. Stop going on a fucking adventure to find the Holy Grail. Sorry. The Instalock Jet Reyna. I wish I knew what it was about these two agents that attract the most god-awful human beings known to man. Every time I see one of these two get insta-lock, I mute the player off instinct because I know what they're about to do. They're going to W key on the site with no concern for anything, get 1 to 2 picks before dying instantly, then at the end of the game when they top frag with 25 kills, they will flame the rest of us for the loss. Caring about kills over strategy is why your ass is hard-stuck bronze, my guy. I won't go on a whole tangent about it, maybe I'll dedicate a full video to it eventually, but scoreboards in objective-based games really are fucking worthless. They are never able to tell the whole story, and so many morons spend all their time chasing stats, then posting pictures on Twitter claiming they're slept on in the next 10s. It's fucking embarrassing. The pick-me girl. Misogyny is such a bizarre viewpoint, isn't it? The idea that women are somehow inferior to men in just about every way is just as ludicrously stupid as the idea that men have some sort of genetic disposition toward violence and anger. The only biological differences between the sexes is which reproductive system one has, and even then it's kind of a crapshoot. There's no real difference in our brain chemistry, and any ideas about who should be in the kitchen and who should be the breadwinner belong to society's predispositions and that alone. What's even more baffling to me is when there's a girl who decides to attack other women with these kinds of viewpoints. So desperate for male validation, she will bully, harass, and berate other women for the mere act of existing. Women rarely talk in Valorant because of the backlash, but sometimes I see women getting backlash from other women just for talking, saying GG or good job or what the fuck ever. Terribly sorry you aren't able to attract men with your tit, sweetheart, but you don't exactly have a winning personality to back it up. And I speak from the perspective of most men that we find you incredibly cringy, and any man you do attract will no doubt treat you just as shit as the way you treat other women. The tantrum thrower. The last on our list of fascinating zoo exhibits we call the Valorant player base is the tantrum thrower. Typically a grown-ass adult who will throw a complete and utter fits over the smallest minute things. Picking an agent they wanted, picking an agent they didn't want you to pick, buying a certain gun, going to a site they didn't want, not buying them, bottom fragging, top fragging, and recently on a TikTok that I saw the other night, picking up a skin from a fallen enemy that they wanted. All perfectly logical reasons in their minds for them to start yelling and screaming into the microphone, breaking sound barriers, and creating a total mess of what would have otherwise been a perfectly adequate game. Oh my god, if you don't do what I want, I'm throwing. Do you want me to throw? Say goodbye to your RR. LOL. I'm throwing. Oh my god, aren't you mad? I'm throwing. I'm gonna throw. Aren't you mad? You didn't listen to me? I'm gonna throw. I'm throwing. Aren't you mad? Mad, 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 mad. No, bro, I'm not mad. I'm suffering from secondhand embarrassment. Why are you acting like this over a video game, man? It's pixels on a screen. Witty comedy aside, I do truly find it strange how Valorant manages to attract such a cavalcade of different types of individuals to its game. Out of all the live service multiplayer games I regularly rotate through, it's the one that I enjoy the least, and yet its overwhelming success proves to me that I'm in the minority on the opinion that it's the worst one out of things like Overwatch, Fortnite, Apex, and more. And to be completely honest, the potential for content is there, if nothing else. Every day has at least 1 to 4 matches of batshit insane individuals who can make great TikToks, YouTube videos, and more out of. I do genuinely think from an anthropology standpoint that the Valorant community is interesting to look at, and there are certainly more types of bizarre individuals than the 7 I mentioned here, but I didn't want to make the video too long, of course. And that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below which your favorite type of bizarre individual. Was it one of the 7 I mentioned here, or is it somebody completely different? And now is probably a perfect time to mention that the channel now has channel memberships available. We only have 2 tiers now, and we will implement more as the channel grows. You can join for either $2 or $5 a month, and you get things like credits at the beginning and end of each video, loyalty badges, and emotes that you can use across YouTube. With the $5 subs, you actually get to see videos up to 3 days early. And if you like this video, leave it a like and subscribe for more video game rants, opinions, and discussions, and a deep dive review once a month. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next one.